For those of you who don't know who Piper Rockelle is, she's a 13-year-old YouTuber with almost 8 million subscribers. Now, I personally have a problem with Piper's content. The main problem that I have with these videos is the overly sexual themes and thumbnails of some of these videos, and this isn't content that I feel really would belong on a channel that tries to pander towards children, but it is most definitely not helped by the fact that Piper herself is 13 years old. One of her most popular videos is a Fashion Nova swimsuit haul that was made when she was 12 years old. And if you don't know what that is, I hardly fucking knew either, but the basic point is, she tries on a bunch of different swimsuits and someone, like, gives their opinion on them. I think it's, like, her boyfriend or whatever. This video has 17 million views, and I think it goes without saying who those 17 million people are. Now, obviously Piper is not recording, editing, making these thumbnails, or uploading these videos herself. She's managed by her mother and a full team of adults. And frankly, it disgusts me that a team of adults saw these videos and gave them the all good. I do think that it would be a completely different story if she was just casually wearing a bathing suit or something in a vlog or whatever, like a body of water, like a lake or whatever. But you start to ride down the slippery slope when you focus the entire video around these themes, and that's when it becomes the problem. My theory is that the adults managing Piper Rockelle are actively using her brand and channel to pander towards pedophiles. Piper isn't coming up with these themes, it's her mother, and from shit that I've heard, I would not be comfortable working around this woman myself. She's been called out by former associates for creating a very toxic work environment for both kids and parents involved, and like jumping out of cars and shit. I'm just gonna play a clip from the mother of the boy from the Fashion Nova swimsuit haul video.
Here's the story. True as it gets. We had Piper in a music video. Gavin had produced it. It's his song. Crushin' is not Piper's song. And they did a video together. She had 800,000. He had 180,000. That doesn't matter. She blew up. He blew up. It started a whirlwind in our family of 2 or 3 times a week they're doing videos. It's almost like, I don't know, the kids probably had even an addiction. You know, Gavin really liked Piper, had a huge crush on her. And it was fun. It was really fun for a couple months. Those kids, man, they had a lot of fun. There was a lot of drama. Her mom would get mad at kids and they were just gone. Gavin got brainwashed that all the kids were bad. Kids are just kids. I don't know why kids got kicked out of squads. We fell for it. We drank the juice, totally guilty. And at the end of the day, all I wanted to do was kind of get out of it. So Gavin stayed over at her house a lot. And you know, a couple times as a mom, I feel really bad because I saw signs of things, and I'm getting this out now because none of you know this. I saw signs of crazy on the other side. Not talking about kids, talking about parents. I have witnessed Piper's mom jumping out of cars, calling me, telling me to come get my effing kid, and they're all hiding in closets. She was highly, highly controlling. Hundreds of texts to my son, him begging Tiffany, can I please work with you? Begging her, I am so sorry, I'll never go to another event. I won't talk to Coco. I won't talk. I'll block Corinne. It was so uncomfortable, guys, and disturbing. He is dealing with severe stress and anxiety because every single week she would call him, and she, not Piper, her mom, and say, we're not working with you anymore. We don't like you anymore. We just hate you for some reason because she's, I don't know, not a very nice person, in my opinion. I called up her manager and I said, we are no longer going to be working with you, because I asked Gavin to show me all his texts. It was over after I saw him. Forget the text to me, the FUs to me, and all the horrible things and control that she had on our family that I fell for. You know, my daughter's bigger. You got to do this. Everything was about control, control, control. I don't hate Piper. I feel sorry for her. Did in all his texts to him. I'm sorry I'm crazy, Gavin. I'm so sorry I'm crazy. I just really want to keep our circle small. Okay, yeah, that's the sick text that mom would send to Gavin. We don't like you anymore. We don't want to work with you anymore. And every time I was controlled, or Gavin was controlled by Piper Rockelle's mom, which, by the way, I feel really sick that I even fell for it. All these kids are so bad, but Piper's perfect because Corinne, Coco, Quinn, let's see, who else could we not talk to? I should bring Gavin in here and ask him. The Haydens, she caused fights between everybody. Everybody. Right before Sophie came back, she didn't even want Sophie in the squad anymore. And then the things she said about her mom were awful. And then she brings Sophie back. And who knows how long that will last, guys. We need stability here. They need stability. They need to figure out what they're doing. But at the end of the day, I will not tolerate hate. Gavin didn't start this. He didn't end this. He worked his ass off for that whole side. And I am not the first mom that has gone through this. I am about the 10th mom. Because since this all happened, my phone's ringing off the hook. And I will tell you, it may not be from me, but the truth will come out. Because Verizon records that come from texts to kids, and when all those texts come of her texting a 12-year-old kid and talking about things with him that she should have never talked about, yeah, when all that stuff comes out, that's not normal to me. Calling kids hookers, defamating these kids' characters, saying boys that Gavin, that might be 14 years old, but Gavin is really good friends with, like Parker, calling them douchebags. Like, really? Really? You're a grown adult. Child Protective Services will be involved in this. This is not funny anymore, guys. What was done to my son is serious. This isn't about who broke up with who that's 12 years old anymore. And it has nothing to do with my son. It has everything to do with the crazies on the other side, the absolute lunatics who get rid of every single kid, every single mom, control everybody, call up all people that I know, giving them ultimatums. You will never see me doing that. I'm not going to tell anybody who to hang around with, or because they think they're so big and powerful. They haven't seen anything yet. Here goes her control. Unfollow Gavin or I won't follow you, or we'll block you. How old are you? 45? 43? How old are you? Grow up. I dislike that you're hating on him out there because her mom is crazy and jumped out of cars and did ludicrous things with my kid. I was in the car. I've been there. She's crazy. And at the end of the day, I'm not the first one. If I was the first one to say, hey, yeah, this mom's kind of crazy, it would be different. But I'm sorry, guys, if your parents are out there and they're watching this, if you saw your kid around dangerous situations, if they saw you, they would take them out immediately. Gavin is out of a dangerous situation. Gavin is out of a toxic situation. Gavin is out of a situation that he should have never been in. And as a parent, I'm really sorry. But that's for me to deal with. Okay? She controlled me too. You don't film, you don't put on social media your kid. You don't do that. Gavin was sad a lot because they screamed and yelled at him and told him he had ADD. They screamed at him on set. They were so mean to him. And I'm so glad it's over, guys. I wish I could apologize. Well, I have. I've apologized to every mom out there because they went through so many of the things that I went through, and I just didn't. I don't know what it was, but I didn't see what she was going to do to my son. And I don't want sympathy. I want you to put hashtag positivity. But as a mom, if you only knew that every day I woke up to what text message I was going to get from her mom, whether she was going to be happy. She didn't want us to do the Justice Awards. She said she was done with me if I did them. She said all those people there were losers, absolute losers. We were too good for that. I wish I could just sit here on my phone and read all the texts and all the Gavin, please, Tiffany, please don't tell me I can't work with you anymore. Please, Tiffany, what did I do? And she would just say, I'm sorry, I'm crazy. I'm sorry, I'm crazy. Oh, Gavin, I'm sorry, I'm crazy. I never talked to Piper on a text. I don't even know Piper's phone number. Imagine your kid getting controlled by a woman, a grown-ass woman. Even Piper said, I know what my mom does. I know how she is. But, she loved you. And she's a kid. She doesn't know. But the bottom line is, everyone knows how she is. There's no denying that this mom went crazy on Gavin quite a few times. So if you're watching out there, which I really hope you are, you're so sick. You so need help. You so need help. He worked 13-hour days for you, and then you told the whole world that he broke up with your daughter. You're freaking nuts. You're nuts. You're crazy. I always knew you were crazy, and I know you're watching this. Stop. Go be normal. Go get help. Get psychiatric treatment. Leave my son alone. Leave him alone. Nobody broke up with your precious daughter. Nobody broke up with her. I feel sorry for her. I feel sorry for her. Every time she cried when you jump out of a car, or the kids would be in the closet crying. Everything you did to those kids, I feel sorry for. Because my son would cry, please, Mom, don't be mad at Tiffany. She's just crazy. She's just having a bad day. No more of that crap. That's over. That gravy train went out the door. You've got your other friend now to brainwash back, and she came back into your world after you talked all kinds of crap about her. I mean, all you gotta look up is Piper's mom on YouTube, and you'll see crazy. You're not gonna find that on me. I've never done anything. I've never kissed a 17-year-old. I've never, I don't like little boys. Guys, you need to do your research. You need to find out why I took Gavin from the mom. She wouldn't take down our video that she leaked our address in. It got 5 million views, and Gavin was crying in his room, Mom, everybody's gonna be at our door. They know our street. She panned in on our street, and all night long, their editor texted us, we're fixing it. If that was me and Piper's address got leaked, guess what I'd do? Just everybody guess right now. I'd take it down. And it's not about greed or money. I would take it down because that's the right thing to do. You don't leak a 12-year-old's address and think it's okay and leave it on there. And her stalker, the stalker guy that she said, Gavin, let's address this. She didn't buy Gavin Gucci stuff. They have a freaky, weird stalker out there that loads guns and sends pictures to her. And she sends pictures back to him and knows he's a stalker, and let my son be in her home with that stalker sending stuff to the kids. But those clothes were all sent by a guy on the internet that's in apparently his 40s.
I met her about 8 months ago. Okay. And I thought nothing of it. She was going to be in my music video, right? And we were all super excited, and we thought they were super nice at first, and we thought we eventually became very good friends with them, and then over time, it just developed to be a somewhat abusive / a mentally unstable environment, just to be around, and it became so hard to deal with eventually.
So who broke up with who?
No one broke up with anyone.
Okay.
It was the mom. So the kids have nothing to do with this. The kids, we were all best friends, right? We literally were that. We were best friends. And it was the mom who was the crazy one who split us apart. And my dad called me and he asked me, he was like, this isn't working. What do you want to do? Do you want to keep working with them? Or do you want to just stop working with them? Because it'll take a bunch of weight off your shoulders, and it'll be so much easier for you. And it took me a while to kind of decide what I wanted to do. And so eventually I decided that I didn't want to work with them anymore, and that I didn't want to be around them anymore. And that was just due to the fact that, like I said, it was too much pressure. It was like too much. It was too much. You can't hang out with this person, or if you were friends with Piper, you had a very small circle of friends you could be friends with, and I couldn't go hang out with like all my other friends. It was if I did, she would threaten me that she wouldn't work with me if I didn't hang out with the people she told me to, or if I hung out with someone that she didn't like or she didn't approve of, she would threaten to not work with me or just something like that.
This is all the mom.
Yeah, this is all the mom.
Huh.
And she sent me multiple texts harassing me in text messages, saying how she was like calling me names and saying that she was done working with me and saying how
Overall, I do think that Piper is very much so the victim, so please do not send any harassment her way. I do think she's the victim in this scenario, which is honestly very tragic to see, and the people managing her honestly sicken me. I got the inspiration to make this video from LT Mayhem, and I used a clip from her video, so go subscribe to her. Thank you for watching. My goal is 200 subs by the end of the year. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Goodbye.